call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan of Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Oregon's offense will go to work first. The last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guy...
Looking for a deep man. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Let's it fly deep downfield. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incomplete.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense has its first opportunity of the day. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Boots his first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Oregon! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just... And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's strong.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now it's back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Here's a heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Inside the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Moore to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Shakes off the defender. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Scarlet Knights are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle. It's strong. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
That's caught. It's Campbell. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Gets the back moving. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
From the gun, running back on the move. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. On the run, it's Hughes. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, they get the 1st down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
Throws toward the end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Moore will throw. Oh, they're after him. Knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Troy. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure coming.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
And the Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. And some room to work.
The returner brings it out to the 49, and the Oregon offense will take over.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense good.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Makes the catch. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy.
Touchdown, Oregon! Great job by the back on the option. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And the extra point was good. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow...
Right, the opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
brings up.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Number 90.
The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He turns that loose down the right side.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Ducks in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Bringing the heat. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Scarlet Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He rifles one deep down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48.
Well, after that play, I think there's a lot of fans wondering, why are we running the ball? We're one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. We don't need these types of negative plays. Let's air it out and go win this game.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Moore will throw. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense, I just can't find any answers.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've been gashed by the proverbial buzzsaw. Now to try to find a way to fight back into this game. RPO complete to open the drive. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Brings it to the open. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Black. Made a defender miss. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. 5-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. He's got the ball. That one's live.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Across the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They're going to ride this running back. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to...
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Ducks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kent State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Black. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Weber. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots.
There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle at Sheffield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Campbell. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Moore to the air. Fires left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Gives it on the option. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
He'll keep it himself. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep your...
He uncorks one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He rifles one deep down the right side. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's strong.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Might want to muster up that protection. They had one blocked earlier. Oh, he missed it. No good. A bit closer this time. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Give to the running back. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Scarlet Knights trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Moore will throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some...
He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st down here for the offense. On the move, it's Mitchell. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to... Quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Washington. Your boy KC has you covered here in... Guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Moore to the air. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes a handoff. It's Hughes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over.
Touchdown, Oregon! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They marched 72 yards, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Got his man downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Back's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. A 70-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Raymond. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. There's the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here comes the heat. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense.
Green 25.
Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for two.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking for a gap, it's Raymond. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. All bottled up, and now the ball is free. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Duff. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They're going back to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And his first pass is incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And it now feels like game over after coughing up the fumble. They were down. They needed something big to happen. They had to score touchdowns, but give this defense credit. They just finished.
Turning it on. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll get him stopped. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Ducks will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you at every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And they can't make the connection.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
Ready up.
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.